Good morning, class. Welcome to class today. We are talking about how we add fractions with like denominators. Yes, I am hoping that most of you are finding today's video that I already posted on somebody else who was on YouTube. I just wanted to kind of give everyone who was up early an opportunity to get a jump on things. So today we are talking about adding fractions with like denominators. So here we have some notes for you. When denominators are the same, you simply add your numerators. So I'm just going to kind of go through some examples from the book. I'll show you how to do it for a more concrete learner, just a very step-by-step process. I want to show some visual aspects of what it could look like using some model drawings and some number lines. Then we'll do some examples in the book. Excuse me, and if we have some time, I'll try to challenge some of those students that may want some enrichment where we take this and then we simplify our answer to get it in its most simplest form. So let's start with adding fractions and just do a basic example. I'm going to just choose some from your book. I'm on page 479 and we'll go to number 3 where it says 2/4 plus 1/4. Well, one thing I noticed is both of my denominators are the same. So what I'm doing is adding my numerators. So that would be 2 plus 1 all over 4. And 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So 2/4 plus 1/4 does equal 3/4. 2/4 plus 1/4 equals 3/4. All right. Let's see here. Let me see if I can get an expo marker. Again, going to another one. I'm down at number 6 on page 479 up at the top under the guided practice. If we have 1/10 plus 4/10, well, again, denominators are the same. I'm going to keep them the same. I'll do 1 plus 4 does equal 5. So 1/10 plus 4/10 equals 5/10. Perfect. Now for all my visual learners who do enjoy kind of just seeing what it looks like, using some of our model drawings that we've had some experiences with, if I took the example, let's say I was doing 3/6 plus 2/6. And I'm asked to figure out what does that equal. Well, visually speaking, what this looks like is if this represents my 1 whole, and my 1 whole, I'm going to look at my denominator to see how many parts that whole is divided up into. That is 6. You can see here how I took my whole, I divided up into 6 parts. And if I have 3/6, well, underneath in my model drawing, I'm going to draw 2 little inward lines, and that is going to be 3/6. Now I'm adding 2 more 6 to that, so starting from there, that is my 2/6. So what does that add up to equal? Well, I have 3 parts. And I add 2 more parts to that. Count them all up. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, that is going to equal the whole amount, which is 5/6. Now, if I was using a number line, same thing. I'm going to divide my number line into 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces, 5 lines. And if I make 3/6, that is already on that 3rd line. And if I'm adding 2 more to that, I can just take 2 more hops and go right, and now I'm landing on that 5th one. So that is right there, 5/6. So I have 3/6, and I add 2 more 6 to that. I do end up on 5/6, which would be 3/6 plus 2/6 equals 5/6. Now, so for let's do a couple practice problems, okay? I'm going to actually go to your workbook pages on page 479, and I'll just randomly choose, let's say we go to 14. I don't even know if this is one that I'm asking you to do, but number 14 does say 3/10 plus 2/10 plus 6/10. This will be a perfect example because my tenths are all the same. So when I have denominators that are the same, all I do is I add my numerator. So 3 plus 2 plus 6. Well, I know 3 plus 2 is 5, and then 5 plus 6 equals 11. So that is going to equal 11/10. Now, one thing I noticed about this, which is why I chose it, is my numerator is now larger than my denominator. I know we haven't really gone over how to convert improper fractions to mixed numbers or mixed numbers to improper fractions, but we have talked about decomposing fractions. And I can just ask myself, if 11/10 is how many I have altogether, well, what makes up those 11/10? And whenever I have this numerator larger than my denominator, I'm going to ask myself, how many 10/10 do I have in there? I know 10/10 is equal to 1 whole. So I can get one set of 10/10 out of that. And how many tenths do I have left over? Well, I have 1/10 left over. So if I decomposed 11/10, I can get a 10/10 and a 1/10. Well, 10/10 is equal to 1. That's my 1 whole. My 1/10 is left over. And my answer to 3/10 plus 2/10 plus 6/10 is going to be equal to 1 and 1/10. Pretty cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I hope that has helped you a little bit today. I do plan on coming to you live tomorrow to answer any questions. And so, again, I do hope this helped you. If there are any questions, please come to tomorrow's live session with some specific questions, maybe specific problems that you wanted answering, and then I am going to help you answer those questions and hopefully help you better understand how we add fractions with like denominators. So remember, the nitty-gritty of it all is when our denominators are the same, we simply add our numerators. We get 2/4 plus 1/4. 2 plus 1 is 3. Your denominator never changes. That's it from here from Coach Robert's classroom. Hope you're having a great start to your morning. I'll see you soon. Peace.